Breakfast, as the old adage says, is the most important meal of the day. It's definitely brain food. Children should eat breakfast every day in order to get that brain going.
Data tells us that children in food insecure households are 50% more likely to miss days of school. They're twice as likely to be suspended from school, and they're 50% more likely to have to repeat a grade.
There is child hunger in Arizona, and we are working together with various organizations to impact hunger by increasing participation in school breakfast. And the key here is that the Breakfast in the Classroom program has a much higher participation rate as compared to a traditional breakfast program.
Dairy Council of Arizona, in partnership with the NFL, has a fantastic program called Fuel Up to Play 60. Now, Fuel Up to Play 60 provides funding of up to $4,000 to schools. Those funds can be used to purchase resources to make breakfast in the classroom a reality in those schools. Some of those resources could be insulated breakfast bags or even milk coolers.
When it comes to any kind of a program, you have to really start with the belief system that, is this something we believe in? Do we believe that all of our students deserve to have breakfast available to them every day?
Breakfast in the Classroom would offer a breakfast to all students with no charge, and that is going to incentivize parents to send their students to school and allow them to participate in that program.
It used to just take longer, and we were just more stressed and more just hurry, hurry, hurry. And so now we can kind of spend more time as a family more in the morning than, we used to.
My first reaction was, why not? Because it's good for kids. Populations like we have struggle with finding nutritional breakfast and lunch. Sometimes the meals we serve here are the only nutritional meals that they receive. So my first instinct was, if it's good for kids, then we're on board.
The cafeteria staff work in the early morning hours to prepare the meals. They are usually put on breakfast carts and in cooler bags. Those carts will arrive at the classroom, and teachers will help to ensure each student receives a meal.
We can either have cereal or like breakfast burritos or stuff like that. And we get milk, juice, and then we get a side, which depends, like fruit or yogurt or something.
It is no more difficult than serving breakfast in the cafeteria. We have the same menu. We just managed to feed a lot more students because we've taken away the stigma of eating in the cafeteria. We've made it easy for them to go on the playground and play before school. We went from 40% participation up to 80% in almost all of the schools that we serve breakfast in the classroom.
A lot of times in the beginning there are some reservations about starting a Breakfast in the Classroom program.
Initially I said, no way. I feared trash, damaged carpet, a waste of time. That hypothesis was wrong. After doing this for the length of time I've done it in 3 years, routine, consistency, it's awesome. It can be done in a very short period of time.
It's a very tight window. We start school at 8. Instruction technically begins at 8:15, so there's a 15-minute window. But really, if you go in most classrooms, instruction begins while they're eating breakfast. So often they'll have a warm-up sheet or some kind of morning work that they can work on while they're eating. They're chatting with their neighbors at their table. It might be a partner project that they're working on while they're eating. So there's no instructional minutes left. If anything, it enhances the time that they're doing their work.
Last year, we had breakfast in the cafeteria, but a lot of children are late to school or couldn't get here on time for breakfast. And in the morning in my office, it's like a madhouse because everybody's hungry and their tummy hurts and they, don't feel good because they didn't eat. And now, I don't see them.
So we know that if our kids get a healthy breakfast, they're more apt to learn, they're more apt to pay attention, they're more apt to retain the information, and that's going to pay off in the long run.
I can't say I can directly relate it with a test score except for the fact I can see them providing more, it provides more energy to the student to be more focused on it and can stay with me. So quite naturally, if you can focus and you're listening, you're learning, and as a result, when you are assessed, it's going to elevate the score.
the breakfast in the classroom really, if you walk in, it feels like a home. It feels very homey to see kids sitting there having their breakfast together, and it's usually kind of quiet. They're just coming in and they might be working on a project, and it feels good.